Hello y'all on YouTube, this is Rob with Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today we have a very special unboxing, something that came in from Blade Banter in the Apex group. I'm really excited about this one. Let's get into it. Today I'm opening up with my Wii knives. This is my, what the heck was this again? I forgot what the heck this knife was. I like it though. Oh, it's my Quivik, I think, something like that. Yeah, my Quivik. I couldn't remember. All right, let's get into this. All right, a little packaging. What do we got here? Let's save that. Ooh, it's the Severn. You all know what this is? This is a, where we are. Oh, it's together. So let's take a look. All right. Get a nice cloth here. Look at that. All right, let's move that off to the side. So this is the new Severn. This is the new knife by Blade Co. Brian Winters wanted to get a chance to check this out. This is part of the pass around. I didn't pre-order this because I wasn't sure, and I thought I'd get a chance to check this out when there were still some pre-orders available, but it took quite a while to get to me, so might have missed it, but you know, oh well. But you know, hey, maybe I'll get a chance to order another one down the road. But here you go. So it looks like it has, I guess the thumbstud can be on either side. That's interesting. Titanium all the way around. It's got a single back spacer in the back. Nice thin blade for sure. Nice and dead centered. We've got, I think there's a little lock right here. Okay, so it's nice and cutaway. I don't know if you noticed that. It's a little cutaway on both sides. No one talks about that because I always wonder how you're going to be able to get in there. You need one access. Don't want that to be uncomfortable. So let's do the flick first. Pretty nice. That does work there. It's a little weird with that. Be kind of nice if you could have a little bit of angle there, but that would be cool. All right. Okay, so, all right, so it opens back and forth like that, and I believe, I guess that's how it closes. All right, so trying to see. All right, so the two are together. So this lock here, all right. So all of this mechanism works together. All right, that's interesting. You got two buttons on the side. How do they work? Do they work individually? Okay, they do. So one of the things I was wondering, can you close it one-handed? Like, could I close it one-handed over here? I can. Like that said, oh, it is reversible pocket clip, by the way. Nice and rounded all the way around on all the corners. Let's look at the folder. I like this little notch here because that actually works. Getting your finger in there like that. And then you can move your finger in there like that. That's nice. You can do the reverse here. Oops. I'm not lefty, so there we go. But if you're lefty, you'll have a clip over here, and then you can hold it a little differently, which we righties do. Is it? Yeah, it's a captive pivot. Very good. The action is really smooth. I like that. So this is a completely new type of locking mechanism, right? It's like the shark lock meets the axis lock, meets the super lock, meets the scorpion lock, I think, all together at one time. So it's kind of like you know, a Snex, Andrew Demko, Benchmade, Ram lock, whatever, hybrid. I don't know what you want to call it. That's the best way I can describe it. That's really quite fascinating. All right, stonewash blade, nice, big, thick, thin slice, very sharp on the edge. Nice sharp edge. Yeah, really cool. The handle works pretty well. A little sharp here on the edges. I wish that was a little softer. That, you know, I don't like sharp ergonomic edges like that. I like for that to be rounded, you know, even if a little micro chamfering there would be nice. I get that that works for a lot of people, but after long use, that's going to dig in. And if you want this knife to be a long use, it'll definitely be that. Now, I will tell you, yeah, this little thing here works. It's not my favorite. I mean, I don't like it. It's not made for big meaty fingers, I'll tell you that. So, yeah, you know, it's the same thing. The issue I have personally with the Vision FG. Now, the Vision R was terrible. I couldn't use that. But the FG was great compared to the Vision R. But it's still not my cup of tea. It's not my, you know, aesthetic that I like. This is not meant for big meaty fingers. If it was a little wider, a little easier to get to, I might dig that a little bit more. But as far as I'm concerned, it is, you know, let's see here. Yeah, you can flip it open like an axis lock, right? And you can probably do that too. Yeah, but it's not, for closing, it works, but boy, that's just uncomfortable after a while. Yeah. So, I mean, it's cool. It's absolutely cool. I was very tempted to pre-order this, and in some ways, I still think it's super cool. If I had extra funds to order it, I might have done it, but it's not. Yeah, it's cool. It's very neat design, and if the aesthetics speak to you and you like it, I would say go for it, right? Absolutely go for it. And if you got not big, old, wide, meaty fingers like I do, and you can get into little spots like that. Like for instance, if you like the Sneck Super Lock, you're gonna love this. If you like the Andrew Demko 20.5 Shark Cub, you're gonna love this because the Shark Cub is very similar in that width there. So you're gonna love that. And I gotta tell you, both of those things aren't quite my cup of tea, and that's okay. Just because it's not my cup of tea doesn't mean it can't be your cup of tea, right? So I will say that if I had thinner fingers, I might be more interested to use that. See, yeah, that's interesting. I'm trying to see how does that work. Okay. All right, so this is more of a, can't really, try to figure how. Okay. Yeah, so you got to make sure it drops all the way down. What I have a problem with, I can release it pretty quick, right? If I do that quickly, it's not terrible, right? So if I come over that point, that's pretty easy. The problem is if I'm trying to, if I do this and I want to drop it, see, you gotta be super quick and get past that. So if you're willing to flick it, then yeah, I can see getting into that. And so it can be fidgety for sure. Definitely pretty cool. Definitely pretty cool. The Severn is not boring at all in the slightest. It's pretty amazing. So I do like Brian Winter's ingenuity. It's just phenomenal, simply phenomenal. And it's just cool to see the innovation that he does. He is like he's a magnetic magician. He's now, I would say, a locking mechanism, Luciferian. I don't know if that's a word. I'm thinking of like guitar makers, you know, who take them apart. But he's like, yeah, it's crazy with some of the stuff he comes up with. I love it. I love it. Now, I personally would love to see thumb studs on both sides, right? That's just me. I would prefer that. And I don't know if he offers a, thumb stud that goes through all the way on both sides, or if this screws in on both sides. I'm curious, because this looks like it tightens it. I'm assuming it screws in or something like that. I don't know. Don't know how that works. It looks like it could be adjusted. See, it looks like it was in one way or the other there. I can't quite tell. Interesting. Very, very unique design, I do admit. So if I'm doing, yeah, so I can see this. It's not as hard and it's not as tiring on the finger if you do that. So if you're willing to do a little flick like that, and just all you gotta do is just get past it, and it's much more comfortable for sure, right? Right now, but if you're expecting for it to drop, like I don't know, like you would with the Shark Lock or something, it's a little different. Because the Shark Lock really is, I don't know, it's meant to, you know, be engaged and drop and stuff like that. So I think that's the difference here. And I can get, yeah, let me try that again. Yeah, it doesn't tire my finger out if I'm willing to do that little flick, right? But you really, I got to get in here like that. And that's the trick. I've got to make sure I get up here. For me, I've still got to get that angle. I can't really work it this way because my big old meaty fingers, I can't get in there. So for me, I can't, this is pointless, right? I would have to use this. That would be the only way I could really use it. Otherwise, I'd have to really get angle in like that. So I will say this is pretty cool. I think it's going to favor more thinner, skinnier fingers if you got big old meaty fingers. If you're okay with the locking mechanism here, if you're okay with the locking mechanism here, then I think you're going to like this, right? I think it's okay in that regard. Yeah, I think that's cool. I just think, yeah, this is my first impression, so I'm still processing it, to be quite honest with you. I really am. It's cool. I want to like it. I want to love it. But I want to be fair about it, right? I want to be things that I like in aesthetic. Just because it has a bunch of ingenuity and a bunch of amazing stuff doesn't mean necessarily it's like a long-term knife. I can still appreciate everything about it, right? That's not anything that, should prevent you from enjoying a knife, right? It just might prevent you from having a long-term collection, right? So I kind of came up with a term, and I don't know if I'm going to incorporate it, but a collection keeper or a collection, what is it? Collection keeper or collection killer? Well, I don't know if that's the right term. How about a collection? I don't know. The idea is that some things can be really neat, but after a while, they kind of just don't stay in the collection, right? Because there's some aesthetic with them that makes it not quite as comfortable. Now, it did stick a little bit. That's interesting. It does stick here a little bit. I wonder if that's because there's stuff right there. So let's see if we clean that off. I don't know if that's maybe, so like on the Factor, okay, that's better. On the Factor, I would use some of that STPF powder and put it in there. So I don't know if he recommends that on this, because that's much better, but it's like there was something there sticking on there. And I wonder if that's the case, like no oil or whatever. I wonder if it's cage bearings. It sure feels like cage bearings, right? Feels like cage bearings. Definitely has, you can feel that resistance of the lock here, the spring that's in here. That's what's pushing against, and that's what engages the lock over here, okay? So then the bar engages on top of here, which is similar to like a ram lock, crossbar lock, the Spyderco ball cage lock, the way it locks on, it's not really the tang, but it's sort of part of the tang of the blade. It's the same principle as even the Benchmade, crossbar lock or the axis lock. So very, very cool. I do find it very fascinating. I like the design. I like this black with a black titanium body with a nice stone-washed blade. I think that's pretty cool. Very, very cool. All right, so let's talk about it. All right, so it's got, like I said, it's got a few edges. That's definitely a thing. This is round, which is nice. I would say this edges right here kind of bothers me a little bit. I think these are all T8s this time. Yeah, all T8s, which is awesome. Okay, great. T8s. Like that a lot. I like that a lot. The grip is not bad. It's just this little sharp right here. I wish that was not. So this, assume this is a prototype, right? I don't know if it's a production sample or if it's a prototype. I'm assuming it is, but this little edge right here, I really, really wish this was just a little softer for me. Definitely going to wait on this if there's even another pre-order, because this to me is just a little bit too much. I know how I use knives, and after a while, that's going to dig into my hand. If I'm hard using this knife, because that's the idea of this knife. I think he also has a version, it's 14C28N. It's more of a budget version, so it's absolutely meant to be like a user knife. I don't think the intention of this is just a collection piece, kind of something you just want to hold or keep in your collection. So there you go. All right, very, very good. Very interesting. Very cool. All right, so there you go. That's my initial thoughts. Tell me what your thoughts are. Questions, thoughts for the review. I'll do a quick review and get this one out to the next person, but this is just a sample. We're just going to look at it. It's not a part of my knife. I'm not going to hard use it. I'm not going to take it apart. I'm not going to do anything. All I do is get to kind of check it out. That's the point of some of these passes around. So if you're looking for a hard use, like testing and stuff like that, it's just not going to happen. All I'm doing is just testing it out. Just checking it out, getting a chance to feel it, experiencing it, see what I think. I'm going to leave it in the same condition that I received it in and send it to the next person. So that's the idea with this Severn here. All right. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Hey, if you found this content fun, interesting, or worthwhile, would you please consider liking the video? If you've already liked the video, would you also consider subscribing to the video? To all of you guys who watch, like, and subscribe to the videos, thank you. I appreciate every one of you. And if you've done all that, would you consider hitting the notification button so you can be notified of future content? And a big shout out to all the channel members out there. I just really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I just want you to know that. Guys, helped the channel from the very beginning, and it's really allowed the channel to do some of the cool things and be a part of some of these things, like to check these things out and pay for shipping, because when you get some of these samples, they're not cheap, and I really appreciate you guys. So thank you so much. And if you've been on the fence, you've been thinking, hey, I'd like to become a channel member, hey, check out the description down below. There's a link for that. We'd love to have you, 3 different tiers. And I do try to, say thank you to all my channel members by doing a once a month giveaway. We'll do that each month. And then we also, send sticker out to everyone who hasn't had one yet. If you're top tier, you get a special sticker, obviously, and some other early release and early content. So there you go. Just want to say a big thank you to all you guys. You guys are amazing, and I appreciate you. And if you haven't already, check me out over on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Hey, thanks so much for watching today. Have a great day and a great week. Bye.